Step, step, step. Oh, hey there. You should probably hit that. Oh, and you definitely ring-a-ding that.
Been a while since I've drank whiskey. You know, Mr. Afton always had a taste for the high-priced stuff, but I guess, being humbled isn't something they like to do. Yeah, I mean, whiskey's whiskey. I mean, I do go for, the more expensive bottle of Maker's Mark. I mean, it was $50. I thought it was like 47. Well, 47, 50, just numbers, right? Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, not to be the bearer of bad news, but Lefty feels better, but he also cannot go anywhere by himself. And I'm used to babysitting you, John, but this man, he's going to need a ride. So I'm going to drive him back to, I guess, his restaurant. He said he lived there. I tried to question him on that idea, but he did not take it favorably. So I will do that, and I will come back. Is there anything you need from me? No. Thank you, Aaron. You have done plenty. Oh, no problem, mate. Don't go back in the workhorse mode. You know, we need you alive, not dead. Right. Still amazing. You know, not many people stay friends that long. Surprised you had any. Real funny, Jeremy. Well, I didn't mean it in like a sarcastic bad way. I meant it in a genuine way. Not many businessmen keep friends. Well, you're still here. Been about a year and a half, maybe 2. God, if I fucking remember. Yeah. I mean, it seems like a smart guy. There must be a reason you have him here. Even if he wasn't. Even if he was the dumbest man on earth, he would still be my best friend. Even if I had no technical use for him, he would still be here with me. Huh. You just believe in him that much? Sometimes it doesn't take belief in people, Jeremy. It's just about experience. College was not kind to me, or maybe I was just a bit too obsessive. I've always been, controlling, maybe, is the right word. Thanks for the whiskey, Jeremy. But, I guess you should get going, too. Well, I thought we could talk, you know? Been a while since, we talk, but, after you kind of hit me in the face, I'm not saying anything, but we kind of haven't been on chummy terms. You kind of just been isolated. Well, Jeremy, I had a lot to pick up. Are you doing all right? You sound a little emotionless. Oh, just thinking, Jeremy, that's all. I get that a lot, though. Emotion was never really something I had to project. I mean, I can, and I get real happy. I just acquired 33.3% of the next biggest restaurant chain in the world. And it is my job, my sole job, to make sure that it crushes the people that I care about. Not necessarily, You have interest, Jeremy? I mean, I wanted to work with you. I still ponder the idea. It must be beneficial to have someone backing you, someone with capital, anyway. I have the money, Jeremy. Money's never been an issue. Okay, that's fine. But resources, people, I got that. Man, 33.3% is great, but when you start sharing those, shares off, if you plan to make this company go public, which I'm surprised it isn't yet. I mean, God, their finances aren't good enough. Their profit margins were low, below 20%. With that kind of profit margins, the company probably wouldn't even be worth, if I had to put a number on it. Even if I gave it 5 times the value of net profit, it probably wouldn't be worth $11.1 million. If I had to put an estimate on the company. But that's about to change, Jeremy. God, I miss you. You're just so straightforward, you know? There's no bullshit. There's no real antagonistic part. Yeah, I know Michael may see you as a snake. But, you know, I think it's always nice to have someone who tells you the truth. Michael tells the truth. He just eludes himself to think that he's right. Or maybe he is in his own mind. I guess that's a risk he has to take. You really believe that? I believe people will confound themselves to believe in the stupidest things, Jeremy. I believe we fight, we conquer, we have these little, I don't know, arguments with each other to make us feel better, to make us feel more powerful, to make us feel more control of our lives. I mean, think about Michael for a moment. Michael basically was not wanted, thrown away, an outcast by his father, and once he got the chance to come back, I mean, I guess it was more my fault than his. Should have just left him to rot in a gutter. Right. You get this way when you're alone, John? I mean, I have no reason to project anything onto you. I'm not trying to sell you on me. Obviously, you're trying to sell yourself on me. So, Jeremy, I mean no disrespect, obviously. But I have no interest. I mean, plenty of good people do plenty of bad things. And I honestly do feel like if I would have stayed, our deal, I would have made you money. I am almost certain between the restaurants you own and the shares that you have lost money. I would bet my entire savings on it. I couldn't give you an exact number without actually looking at your books, but you're probably losing money every month on this franchise. Yeah, I am. But it's bouncing back. It'll be fine. Well, I'll be fine. Either way. Of course you will. Don't you feel just a little bit indifferent, mad, just angry about it? I have no reason to be. It's not my problem, Jeremy. Obviously, I don't want you or Lefty to be hurt by an idiot's actions, but watching you get angry over it, you know, it makes me see that, well, at the end of the day, he's building this coffin for himself. I mean, Jeremy, I would love to sit here and tell you that I just hate him. You know, I like Lefty said, what, I want to pull all his hair out and put his head on a spike and use his skin as a rug. I mean, that's great. But the only true success is when you outlast everyone else, Jeremy. All I've ever done is work. And I have bid my time, and I used it to get any leverage I could. And what I have, I gave away. So it's like washing my hands clean. I mean, I care about you, Jeremy, and I care about Lefty. As far as it goes. You know something, though, right? Like, you have this idea for Lefty, you didn't tell him. Oh, really? Well, I'm sorry, Jeremy. I have no more advice for you. I have no more advice for him. If I was him, I'd have got capital up front for my investments, just so, you know, in case something bad would happen, I wouldn't have to, you know, go off and be at people's whims. I mean, 52 lots, he said. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, it's irresponsible. It was a good idea. He made a good choice. You think that because you believe in the good of people. The truth is, good doesn't exist inside the people when you're dealing. You know what I'm trying to say. Business people, good business people. If I shook your hand right now and I said, "Hey, I will sell you 10% of Wally's entertainment for blah 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 number," just point it out, and we shook on it. No papers, nothing needed. I know for a fact that the deal would go out without a hitch because you're a man of your word. Now, Lefty, Lefty, he's good. He's good-hearted. He believes in that. He's been watching you a lot, I guess. But don't try to blame me for it. I'm not. I'm simply stating a fact. He has no other role model besides that animatronic he keeps around. I mean, you're the only other person with that savviness about him. I mean, you probably talked to him so much and made him want to be better, right? I mean, who's he hang out with? When he has a problem, who does he go to? I mean, Jeremy, I bet he shook your hand for that deal, didn't he? Yeah. So what? I was supposed to give him more? I was supposed to take less? No. If he was going to do something like this, he should have got funding from the corporation that he was building off of. I mean, who does that? If I was going to build 52 locations anywhere in the world with Wally's, I'd at least had some money backing it. I mean, I wouldn't be, I'm going to be the sole investor in this revolutionary idea that I have to take all the risk on. That's just stupid. He's not stupid. He's Jeremy. I'm not saying he's stupid. He made a stupid decision. He gave me I know, he probably gave you something important. It does not matter. It's business, Jeremy. People can make bad choices. And when those choices come back and bite them, it's not on you to save them or feel bad for them. He's your friend. He's my friend. Yeah, he's my friend. You know, if he needed money to eat, I'd give him money to eat. But if he's gonna blow, $5 million on an idea that doesn't have any backing or weight to it, I'm not gonna invest in it. When I asked you what you seen in Aaron, when you looked at him, you said your best friend. Even in there, you don't see him as an asset. Why do you see this as one? You said you respected my honesty, Jeremy. And that is honestly how it looks. It is not muddled with my feelings towards you or him. It is a fact. He made a bad choice. That is not your fault. That is not his fault. I am sure this Michael thing with these little ideas he has in his head, it'll blow up in his face. And then someone else will be appointed. Maybe he'll be better, maybe they'll be worse. I'm not one to say. If Mr. Afton took the reins, I mean, at least things would level out. He'd make right choices. For the benefit of people. Because at the end of the day, Jeremy, what do you do for an investor when you invest in somebody? You're looking for a return. Not always. You're not always looking for that return. And I know you don't think that way either. I mean, look at this place. It's packed, right? Monday through Friday, it's packed. And you make money off of it. Plenty. Where does that money go? Does it go to you? No. Then where's it go? Back into the company. Do you take a salary? I do not. I have plenty of money. I get what you're saying, and I get the points that you're making, Jeremy. They're not mute on me. You're gonna do something, right? I can see it. I can feel it. I just don't know what it is yet. I mean, with Wally's expansion, you almost talk like it's gonna boom overnight. Nothing booms overnight. You need structures, you need buildings, you need advertising. Jeremy, you're my friend, but in a way, you're also kind of an enemy. You own enough shares of that company to take whatever I say and go there and twist it for yourself. I wouldn't do that. I don't know if you would or not, to be honest with you. You know me. Why would I? Because, Jeremy, sometimes you let emotions take control when they shouldn't. What, I'm supposed to be an emotionless bastard like you? No. Obviously not. Yeah. See? You let your anger control your decisions. I mean, when you walked in there, you were basically going to sell your shares, leave Lefty out to dry, and just protect your own image. Yeah, I was. Because I don't like working with somebody who does not respect the people who work hard for them. Not everyone's you, Jeremy. Not everyone's going to respect you. Not everyone's going to treat you like an actual person. Because at the end of the day, Michael may be dim-witted in some ways, but he's not dumb. He's arrogant. And arrogant people get knocked down sometimes, but they're always going to be the same, Jeremy. He's a good guy. I know he can be good. Is it really on you to bring that out of him? I mean, Jesus Christ, man. I don't give a shit what happened to him. Whatever's happened to him, what is gonna happen to him? He's dead to me. Really, John? It's just... What, it's not human? People walk down the street every goddamn day, walking over others. That's not human. It's not nice. People working a minimum wage job getting spit in the face because they have to do something to make a living for their kids. It's not respect. Yeah. Do you think there's any way we could get out of it? I mean, I'm not asking for anything you're doing. I'm asking your opinion, okay? All right? Because I respect it. You shouldn't. Why? Jeremy, have you not been listening? If Wally's does good, it will... If I was you, Jeremy, I would take a good look at where you want your future to be. I take a good look at your investments. I take a good look at yourself. Lefty is a great person. Love him. I think the strides that he's made in the last few months is incredible. I personally feel that he's backing the wrong horse. Would you have trusted Michael? Yeah. Some things you just can't have an answer for. But you do. You have an angle. I know you do. You're just not telling me. Yeah. I'm not. You cannot be mad at me for having a business angle. Now, sure. If everything worked out and this fucking thing that Michael's doing doesn't, go wrong, I mean, that's great for him. That's amazing. His investment will pay off 20 folds. But he should have realized that there is risk. And he should have had something to back that risk up, Jeremy. He's a good kid. And he'll learn from it. So what are you going to do? Huh? You really want to know? That badly? You act like I'm going to sucker punch him in the stomach and take his house away from him. If an opportunity presents itself, Jeremy, one simply takes. You really been working here a little too long, haven't you? Maybe. But it is nice seeing you. Yeah, it is nice talking with you. Well, at least I'm not stabbing you in the back. I always go for the front, It's just bad business. Yeah. I could always buy those shares when the company goes public. Conflicting interest. You really think that that's going to look well? I don't give a shit. I could do it. Sure you can. But if anyone had the capital to buy Michael's shares, Oh, God damn, it would be you, Jeremy. So, it'd be counterproductive. So we're enemies, huh? No. We're in a gray area. You will be fine. You're a smart guy. You got plenty of money. You'll do well. Good head on your shoulders. I'm sure whatever happens, you'll benefit from it. And Lefty will too. I had to learn. I made bad investments all the time. I had restaurants go under. I had animatronics fail. I've had designs fail. I have had plenty of things fail. It happens. And I've had people come behind me and have to fix my mistakes. I'm not perfect. So I'm happy I got Aaron here. If it wasn't for him, I'd be stuck in that room all day and night until I died of starvation because I don't know. It's the only way I know how to be. Maybe that's sad, but it's my life. I want to leave it on a little lighter note. You know, just come on. When I met you, I mean, you had this sort of, you know, flowing, uplifting, sort of wanting me to get in. Was that just the salesman pitch? 50-50. I mean, I could turn it on if you want. Like, I mean, Jeremy, this is going to be huge for you and for me, and I can tell you why, and I can prove it with the numbers. Me and you are going to be rich, and not only rich, we're going to be rich together, and our money is just going to keep making money. But I'm going to need some, you know, capital, some investment to make sure that the payoff is going to be worth it for the both of us. And I'm not asking you to take on all the risk. It's my time, my money, my brain, my expertise. With me and you, Jeremy, we'll be running this place one day. Yeah. You definitely got that car salesman vibe. Yeah. Learn from the best. I'll be seeing you, buddy. I'll be seeing you, Jeremy. I don't think it was too harsh. I mean, it's reasonable. It's fact. It's not like I'd be fucking him over. It's just opportunity. I mean, it works perfectly for me. And I mean, what was it? He opened up an LLC for Lefty & Co. Yeah, that's what it was. You know, maybe I can throw a bone his way. See, that's what a friend does. They help a thriving business, not a dying one. Freddy's been lonely. I know.